Hello, let's set up your Flowboard360 dashboard, which lets you track, analyze, and share your Flowise chatbots with your clients. So the first thing is you get access to this code base on GitHub. And if you scroll down a bit in the README section of this code base, you have all the documentation that you can go through to set up the dashboard. But I'm going to go through this in a very quick manner in this video, which will help you set up the dashboard as well as start using it. So the first thing is to know your prerequisites, right? So these are three things that we need to keep in mind. So the first thing is about upload thing API key. So upload thing is a service. If I go here, so uploadthing.com. So this is a service that allows us to store files. This is basically an alternative for Amazon S3. So this is a simple service that we can use to store all our files and media that our dashboard needs. So the first thing is go to this website and then just create an account. It's a free service, by the way. So you can just go. I've already signed in and I'll go to the dashboard. So once you're here, just click on create new app and then name your app something. And I'm going to call it example. And then, like I said, it's a free service. The free tier is enough in our case. So let's click on the first one. It says free. And once you've selected that, click on create app. Once the app is created, just go on to API keys section and copy over this API key. I'm going to store it somewhere here. I need this key while setting up the dashboard next. So once that's done, we also need to keep our URL, database URL of our Flowise, whether it's Postgres or MySQL, it doesn't matter. So we need to have this thing ready. After that, we need a brand new domain name so that we can host our dashboard on. Right. So once we have these three things in hand, we can just move on to setting up our dashboard. And if you scroll down a bit, you have this button saying deploy on railway. So if you click on that, it'll actually take you to the template page, right? So this is the template that will allow you to set up the dashboard in a quick manner. So once you click on deploy now, so it shows you two services that's being used internally. So MySQL is already configured. You don't have to do anything. So Flowboard360. So this is the service which is connected to our code base. So if you click on configure, we just need to fill in these five values here. So the first one is auth URL. So this is going to be the domain URL, the new domain that will be used to access your dashboard. So I'm going to be using this. So make sure you have the URL in full format. So make sure you have www in it. And then coming to upload thing token, remember we just copied this in our first step. I'm going to use that. We paste it here. And next public app URL. And it's basically going to be the same as auth URL. And note that we have description for each input field here. So that if you get confused, you can just read that and it'll be helpful. And coming to the next field, which is Flowise database URL. So this is the database URL of your Flowise database, right? So whether it's Postgres or MySQL, you just need to copy that from wherever you have hosted your database. Just copy that and paste it here. And then Flowise database provider, right? So it could be any one of MySQL or PostgreSQL. So since I'm using Postgres, I'm just going to copy paste that here. And once I've filled in all the values, I can just click on save config. And as you can see, check mark on both the services. And once it's done, you can just click on deploy. So now it will go ahead and set up all the services that we need. And probably it's going to take about 4 to 5 minutes. And I'll be back once this is set up. All right, we are back. So the service is now deployed and ready. So we just click on Flowboard360 and go to settings. If you scroll down a bit, you can actually see an URL here. So if you just click on that, it will actually take you to the deploy. dashboard, right? So your dashboard is now ready, so you can start using it. But still we need to configure our custom domain, right? So the first part is done, which is to get the dashboard deployed, and now we just have to connect our custom domain to it so that we can access it through our custom domain. So that's pretty simple as well. So if you go to the same section, public networking, and click on custom domain, right? So the first thing is we need to add our custom domain without the www. So I'm just going to copy paste my domain name again. So make sure you just enter only this much, right? Your domain name without the www version, right? So just this much, and click on port here, which is already available. And once you have selected both, click on add domain. You can just clearly dismiss this. So the reason why we are doing this is because, so for the domain name without www, we're just going to add an A record first. So in order for us to add an A record, first go to click on the URL which was provided by Railway, and right click, inspect, open the network section, refresh this page again. So you can see all the requests being made. You can just click any one and then copy the remote address, right? So this is the IP address of our server. So if you just copy this part, and now you then need to go to your domain provider, right? So that's where we're going to add our DNS records. So I've selected my domain here, the blackfalconagency.com, and I'm going to add an A record first. So select type as A and the name as at the rate, and points to, we need to put in the IP address that we just copied. Once this is done, click on add record, and now we are set up the first A record, right? Now we just need to wait for it to update, and we need to add another uh, domain, which is to catch all the wildcard subdomains. Meaning, through our dashboard, we have this feature of creating custom subdomains for each client, right? So it could be john.theblackfalconagency.com or sam.theblackfalconagency.com, right? So the first part is always going to be dynamic. So the way we describe the dynamic nature of that URL is by specifying a star in front, right? So it's going to start from the star dot theblackfalconagency.com. So this is important, and then select the same port again. So now just click on add domain. So this time it will actually give us two records, right? So in the first part we've already set up the A record, so that's fine. So now in this time we just have to copy paste the exact same thing that Railway has given us, right? So let me just go copy this one. So it's C name, and name is going to be star, and then the value that it is copied, C name star, target is the value, add record, and then go back and do the same thing for the next one. Name, C name, Acme challenge, and then this value over here, add record, and that's it. So we have successfully set up two different kinds of domain. So the first one is already set up, as you can see. So the second one, don't worry about this error message. Uh, it's just an intermediate issue. So just wait for 5 to 10 minutes, and everything should be okay. So once it's set up, and probably it's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. And once this is done, you can start accessing the dashboard using this URL. So if you go to this one, see, it's already ready. So you can start accessing your dashboard with your custom domain that you've just connected. So yep, that's it. So this was a quick video on how you can set up a Flowboard 360 dashboard very quickly, and start adding your chatbots and sharing with your clients. So if you have any more questions, just feel free to email me, and have a good day. Bye.